Greetings from Lisbon, Portugal. Our ship docked here and we decided to join our friends on an excursion through a company called We Hate Tourism Tours. And the title of the excursion was Pirates of the Cruise Ships. We purchased 2 tickets for €124 total, which included a day trip through Lisbon to visit some sites there, and most of the excursion was outside of Lisbon, in an area of the in hills and mountains, in an area called Sintra, where there are many palaces. The excursion also included a nice meal, lunchtime meal, that was very filling. They picked us up right at the dock, which was very convenient, in this nice van. So there were just a few of us in the van, which made it nice and intimate. So here we are going through the first part of Lisbon, right close to the cruise ship, seeing old buildings and so forth there, as you can tell. Our guide was very informative on all aspects, and he was very, very nice, and we highly suggest this tour if you want to go visit the palaces and around Lisbon. It's quite the amount of exercise too. There's a lot of walking involved if you want to go see the palaces. They're not close to the road. You have to walk quite a ways, but that's a good exercise, especially after eating a lot of meals on the cruise ship. Had 2 big chimneys because they had dinners almost every night to feed over 100 people. Got some pastel, which is very good. Ili's eating hers. I'm eating mine. Very good. While we were traveling to the palace, we stopped at a couple areas in a little town, as well as at a place that our guide knew where to buy some good tasting pastel, which you just saw us eating.
People, okay? Only rich people or people in the big cities would have running water. Most people would have the fountain, where not only is a source of water, but also in here is where you wash your clothes, okay? One of the ways for Salazar to make the country rich. This is one of 2 man-made lakes that exist in this area. If you look beyond these first pine trees up to the front, you see there's another clearing over there. So there's another lake there. This tree is protected by law for centuries. It's the most protected one in Portugal. Still today, if you buy a property that includes cork trees and you cut them down without asking permission to the state, depending on the number of trees, it can go from a fine to actual jail time. That olive trees as well, but less protected. There's a bunch of trees who are heavily protected.
Here we've arrived at a ticket booth to enter Sintra area and the Palace of Monserrate. Supposedly gets you really drunk. It's very strong, stronger than moonshine. That's what we were told. Cork door. After a long walk downhill mostly and through a beautiful forest and garden, we finally arrive at Monserrate Palace. The Palace of Monserrate. Here we are at the front of the palace, and we're going to show you the outside first. We're going to show you the front and the sides. Nice architecture outside, and then we'll go inside and show you that, and they're going to show samples of some of the stones used to do this fine architecture, as well as some of the stones that are glazed as well. We'll also show you the fabulous rooms and the hallways that look very lush. One of the rooms contains a mini model of the palace itself. And also in the same room are examples of the tiles and the architecture they used to build the palace. She peed in the palace, big deal. She left a deposit.
Cycling and then hideaway.
Picanha. Lily's picanha. Lamb. After we left the palace, we were driven to a little hole-in-the-wall restaurant. You couldn't even really tell it was there, but when you walked in, it was very loud and lots of people were there. The food, as you could see, was you could choose what you wanted, and it was very good. Next, we stopped at Parque Eduardo the 7th in downtown Lisbon, and it was a very large park, very beautiful. You could see all the way down to the ocean from here. And thus ends our day in Lisbon, Portugal. We hope you enjoyed watching this video, and please click like if you liked it and subscribe to our channel and follow us so that you can see other videos of our travels around the world and in the US as well, especially Las Vegas where we live. We enjoyed our We Hate Tourism tours tour, and our guide was great. The restaurant he took us to was a little hole in the wall, and it was very good. We had our choice of picanha, lamb, beef, chicken, fish, and it was all good. We had wine and Coca-Colas and fries. It was all a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. See you next time.